The healthcare industry is having more and more self-diagnosis platforms and solutions out there that are artificial intelligence based. And Mohammad, Avey is got a complete end-to-end solution that also includes provisioning doctors and healthcare providers, and then ultimately fulfillment of medications as well. What was the inspiration for you to create this platform end-to-end?
The whole story started when my son Ahmed fell sick with a chronic illness. My wife Ahmed and I went through a difficult health journey, which made Ahmed hope for someone who could make him better.
What are the key differentiators of the artificial intelligence engine that you've built that enable a reliable diagnosis for patients?
The AI engine of Avey is completely novel. We have not imported any AI model that exists off the shelf and train it using medical data. We did not do that. We tried initially, by the way, to do this, but it did not work well.
I see.
Rather, actually, we invented a probabilistic graphical model, which is actually a section in AI from scratch. Think of this actually as follows. Take example, a search engine like Google. You present your keyword and then you get a ranked list of websites. You can think in medicine that you can present all your findings or your symptoms, if you know them as a patient, and get a ranked list of diseases. The problem is that as a patient, you come with a chief complaint. Maybe you know some. And that's why when you visit a doctor, you present your complaint, the doctor forms a medical hypothesis in their mind and start asking you questions and get answers from you.
To triangulate to what the
Exactly.
the
and
actual
that's the
problem
challenge.
is.
Like if you have all the findings and you can easily create an algorithm that can provide you with the differential diagnosis in one shot. The challenge, what took us 3.5 years actually, is how to figure out the next question to ask, because literally the space is huge. There are tens of thousands of questions that can be asked. And Avey actually, scientifically, when we did the experiments, asks actually the smaller number of questions compared to other diagnostic engines and outperforms them all in terms of accuracy. So that was the challenge, and this is actually what makes Avey unique.
But the individual patient or user is trying to interpret the question as well and respond with what they think they're feeling or what they think the symptoms are. Are you able to cut through that noise reliably?
The way I define AI is to train an algorithm that does four things: that reasons, that speaks, that listens, and that feels. We spent 3.5 years just on the reasoning aspects. We created that algorithm that mimics clinical reasoning. We started actually a project around 6 months ago just working on natural language processing to exactly address what you just asked. However, the current version that is in the market, we tried so much with experts in UX, UI, and experts in medicine and experts in language, crafting the language, to simplify as much as possible the kinds of questions that the engine could ask. And as a part of the answers, we always put unsure there. And we kind of, from UX, UI perspective, encourage the patient to click unsure if they are not very sure.
If you are unsure.
Exactly, if you are unsure.
What is the process that you go through to make sure that the healthcare providers and practitioners are delivering the level of service that the front end of Avey and the artificial intelligence engine is promising?
One idea of Avey is really to match the patient and connect the patient with the right practitioner. And the way we do this, when someone self-diagnoses with Avey, Avey would know the diagnosis. Bottom line, the algorithm on the back end gets to know more about the expertise of the doctors on the conditions that they treat.
Oh, and how they interact with the user.
Exactly. So when someone now self-diagnoses with Avey, Avey knows the diagnosis. On the flip side, Avey knows the expertise of doctors on that particular diagnosis. Then Avey does what we call personalized matching and ranking. This is the best doctor for you, then this is the next best doctor for you, and this is the next best doctor for you.
Why did you decide to add the differentiator of Avey of doing fulfillment of prescription medications once the healthcare practitioner does a diagnosis?
Because our solution is end-to-end and it's about the full health journey, more precisely the tailored, personalized health journey. Part of the journey is to have medication. That's why, for instance, when we match the patient with a doctor, through Avey, the doctor can also provide a virtual consultation to the patient. And through Avey, the doctor can also prescribe medicines to the patient. Then the digital prescription is going to show up on Avey. At click of a button, the patient is going to make the purchase. The prescription gets forwarded by our algorithm automatically to a pharmaceutical e-commerce platform that we developed from scratch. And then the carrier is instructed automatically to collect from one or many pharmacies, put all in one bag, and deliver to you wherever you are.